Graduates of the School of Government, there are seating areas right to the right of me. And there's a seating area of the communication right behind there. Please take your seats. Business on the far left.
Hi. Where? Wait.
And Bruchim Habayim. Dear graduates, families, academic and administrative faculty, including the dedicated staff of the Raphael Recanati International School, honored guests, good evening and welcome. My name is Eyal Dagan, and it is my privilege to serve as director of the Raphael Recanati International School. Tonight, we are honoring the students of class 2016 who are graduating from the Harrison School of Business, the Lauder School of Government, Diplomacy and Strategy, the Sami Ofer School of Communications, and the Baruch Ivcher School of Psychology, all part of the Raphael Recanati International School here at IDC Herzliya for their achievements during their undergraduate studies. I would like to begin by acknowledging a few special people who are sitting here with us this evening. Mr. Jonathan Davis, IDC Vice President for External Relations and Head of the Raphael Recanati International School. Dr. Yaron Timor, Deputy Dean and Academic Head of the Harrison School of Business. Dr. Leslie Terrace, Academic Head of the International Program of the Lauder School of Government. Dr. Tal Azran, Academic Head of the International Program of the Sami Ofer School of Communications. And Professor Daniel Levy, Academic Head of the International Program of the Baruch Ivcher School of Psychology. I also wish to acknowledge the incredibly dedicated staff of the Raphael Recanati International School who interact daily with the students, providing high-quality service and care that often goes above and beyond the call of duty. And now, I would like to invite to the front of the stage Dr. Yaron Timor, Dr. Leslie Terrace, Dr. Tal Azran, and Professor Daniel Levy to greet you in their own very special way.
Okay. So, welcome everybody. And does everybody have, all the graduates, do you have pages with the song on it? All right, if not, make sure you get a page because it's really important. So here's the deal. First of all, Leslie, Tal, myself, and Yaron, who's going to show up any minute, we want to, on the behalf of all of our colleagues on the faculty, to thank you, the graduates, for the wonderful years that we spent together with you. It was wonderful, it was special, and we love you. We wish you lots of success. And we love you so much that we wrote a song in your honor. And now we're going to sing it for you. So, get ready. Maestro, hit it. Pursuit of your degree, you might have had a vision of who someday you'd come to be. You attended all the lectures, heard a host of new ideas,
and friends who shared your laughter and your tears. The long nights in the aquarium, days lying on the grass, mornings when you grab yourself from bed to come on time to class. The homework and the projects brought you closer to your goal. You learn wisdom that touched your very soul. This is the moment, special times are now at hand. Take your diploma, you should have earned it, and you should be feeling grand. Embrace your life and make your stand. Hope the dreams that you have planned. Now go out there and find your own promised land. That you solve, mark the traces of the strength with which you made obstacles dissolve. Take the knowledge and the insight and become all you can be. And remember your great years at IBC. This is the moment, special times are now at hand. Take your diploma, you should earn it, and you should be feeling grand. Embrace your life and make your stand. Hopes and dreams that you have planned.
Unbelievable. It gives me great pleasure to invite IDC Vice President for External Relations and Head of the Raphael Recanati International School, Jonathan Davis, to greet you all.
Thank you, everybody. First of all, I would like to welcome in the audience graduates from Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Chile, China, Costa Rica. The Costa Rica's made the most noise so far. Denmark, Ecuador, Finland, France. They usually make the most noise in the cafeteria. Georgia, Germany. You're pretty loud for Germans, it's good. Greece, Hong Kong, India, Israel. Those loud Israelis. Tell them from a mile away. Italy, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Mexico, Mongolia, Nigeria, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Romania, Russia, douze-point, because they didn't participate in the Eurovision, they weren't invited by the Ukraine. Okay, Singapore, South Africa. Some Afrikaners out there, good. Spain. I guess there must be some Portuguese people in the audience. They just booed the Spaniards. Okay, Sweden. Those guys must be from Malmo, those two guys. Okay, all right. They sound from Malmo, yeah. Switzerland. The Netherlands. Turkey. The United Kingdom, I hope you... I hope you guys in the United Kingdom all voted for the right candidate. Okay? Ukraine. That one must be from Kiev. Okay. The United States of America. And I hope you guys all voted for the right candidate. And last but not least, a country that really is in trouble right now, Venezuela. Well, we love all of our Venezuelans here at IDC Herzliya. Okay, now I purposely went through this long list of countries because some of your parents here are from those countries, and some of the students here in the audience, okay, are also from some of those countries, and you came a long way, and really we gathered here from the four corners of the earth, just like the biblical proverb says, Merbach Kanfot Tevel. So from the four corners of the earth, we have all gathered here in Herzliya, named for Theodor Herzl, so I guess it's a good place to gather too. And I also want to thank the esteemed members of faculty who just sang to you. Dr. Tal Azran, by the way, who is from the School of Communications, and really enjoyed himself singing here. I could see he was like really into it. He still, by the way, hasn't taken his cap off since the graduation ceremony down there. Still's got his hat on. Tal, you can take your cap off now. It's fine. Tal is also a great kayaker. And for those of you who don't know, Tal has a little group of kayakers, and they kayak once or twice a semester at the Marina of Herzliya, and that's the kind of professor that we like to have around here. Dr. Leslie Terrace, who was also sang here before, she's about to become a professor, in my opinion, in the very near future. We're certainly going to fight for it because we love her dearly. She's one of our favorite members of faculty in the School of Government, and she fights for Model United Nations, and she fights for other things, and she cares about the students, and she's a pleasure to work with. And then there's Professor Daniel Levy. We all love Professor Daniel Levy because that way we can take less pills in the morning, and we can do less yoga, and actually we're relaxed just talking to him. I mean, you saw the way he was talking here. He's one of these relaxed positive psychology professors. So if I'm ever 90 years old and he's doing research on the elderly, I want to be the guinea pig. He's a relaxing guy. Yaron Timor, are you here? If he's not here, I'm not going to talk about him. Okay? You don't get for someone to talk about you if you're not here. That's the way it works. Raphael, Recanati International. Okay, so, but he's a nice guy. Okay? Now, what I just wanted to very, very briefly say to you before we read the names out of all the esteemed students, and before I call on Candice from Afrikanerland to give her talk, I'd just like to say that in addition to the academic studies which you challenged yourself with here and succeeded in, otherwise you wouldn't be here tonight, we also tried to give you some other tools while you were here. And I think that even though each of you completed your studies academically, the most important thing when you come out of here is that you should also be a mensch. A mensch, for those of you who don't know what it means, is to be just a nice person. It means that we would like you to hold values of tolerance and of being humane. Humility is always a good idea, and so is leadership and taking initiative. And so are, by the way, Zionist, humanistic values which Professor Reichman spoke about before. Those same values of Theodor Herzl, Jabotinsky, Ben-Gurion, and I always love to add Menachem Begin, who said that there were judges in Jerusalem and believed in liberalism and humanity, and was one of the greatest leaders of this country, and actually did more to bring peace between Israel and our neighbors than a whole bunch of other prime ministers. So it's interesting, all four of them were Zionists. And I think what's really important is that we should, as humane Zionists in Israel, we should always care for the minorities in this country. And we should always care about those people who are a little different than us in all kinds of different ways. That's the important part of being a humane Zionist, in my view. It's not enough just to be patriotic and to do miluim and to defend this country as so many of us do, but you take it beyond that and also be humane and believe in liberalism, believe in the balance of power between the judicial system and the executive system and the legislative system, and that very delicate balance of power, and keep the fledgling democracy of Israel alive, since we're the only one in the Middle East. Last time I checked, last time I looked at Hamastan and Hezbollah and Egypt and Jordan and Syria and Iraq and Saudi Arabia, I didn't see that many other democracies in this region. So let's keep our fledgling democracy alive, which is so important. Mimi just told me I need to stop now, so I'm going to stop. But I'm going to tell you one more thing, nonetheless, okay? I think it's important to care for those in society here who are from lower socioeconomic groups. And when some of you succeed and make some money, never forget, okay, those who don't have amongst us. And for that, I also want to thank all of the parents in the audience here who over the years have supported the Raphael Recanati International School with scholarships. And the people in the audience who have supported the Raphael Recanati International School with scholarships, and some of them are sitting in the audience here, it's because of you that some people who could not have afforded to come and study here, studied here. And it makes all the difference in the world. Some of the countries that I mentioned here are not our least developed countries, some of them. And some of them don't have the same OECD standing that, let's say, Israel does. And so for a lot of these students, you basically touch their lives by donating these very, very special funds for the needy students. And amongst these students who are graduating, a whole bunch of them actually received scholarships. A bunch of them did. And I think they're very grateful as well. So let's have a hand for all of those parents in the audience who donated to the scholarship. And I wish each and every one of you, for those of you who are making Aliyah and staying in Israel, kol hakavod, we'll love to have you as our neighbors. For those of you who are going back to your home countries, please be great ambassadors for the state of Israel, for the Jewish community, for the community at large, and for the world at large. And take the tikkun olam, okay, to wherever you go, and just be a nice person. I think that's very important, especially when we see what's going on around the world. Be a graduate of the Raphael Recanati International School and make a difference. And now it is my pleasure to call on the young woman with the highest grade point average in the whole of IDC, by the way. Her name is Candice Kotzen. I know her parents well. Maybe they'll help us one of these days, Stephanie, huh? Maybe. Never know. If I behave myself. Okay, so Candice, would you please come up? There's Candice. She's cool. Candice is really cool. I don't know how she manages to be so vibrant and vivacious and so smart, because I think my average was about 20 points beneath yours when I was in college, okay? So, Candice, the floor is yours.
What I want you to do, but this has been an extremely long evening, and don't worry, this is going to be really short. So here we are, sometimes between 3 and however many years it's taken, we finally reached this point. We're leaving college. Where to from here? The answer to that question is as varied as the students that stand here in front of us, graduating this year. Many of us know, or even claim to know, exactly what we want to do. Whatever that step is, whether it is an internship, a full-time job, or or even a backpacking trip through Europe. Others, like myself, will tell you, I have absolutely no idea. Of course. The big thing about college is learning about yourself. And many of us will leave our majors with some vague idea of the job we'd like to get or the business we'd like to start, but nothing more than that. Whatever we would decide, we, all of us sitting here, will agree that IDC, our wonderful college, was the perfect place to foster our minds and our bodies in this critical learning phase. I am an entirely different person than I was coming in as a freshman. I hope that I perhaps am even a better person than what I was. I've learned so much, about my field, my interest, myself, and so on. I feel like were I to go back in time, I would not be able to recognize myself. The biggest thing I learned, and again, I'm probably speaking on behalf of a lot of us here, is that we only get one trip around this rock, and that means we might as well enjoy it. That means, in essence, we have to find a balance between work, between school, and otherwise, as well as fun. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This is just not a quote from a movie, but this is true. A well-rounded person is someone who knows a little bit about every topic his or her friends discuss. And an interesting person is someone that can take that little bit of information and actually have a conversation about it, even if they're lacking some information about it. So, to everyone who touched our lives, we say thank you. Firstly, to the parents who stood by us, no matter what. And of course, to my amazing little girl, my little princess Lieli, Idan, my brother and my two sisters, as well as my parents. Mom and Dad, I would ask you to just stand up, but that's not enough, so can you please come here so I can embarrass you for a second? You did it to me enough as a kid. In the English dictionary, whose meaning conveyed more gratitude and respect than the word thank you, I'd be saying it right over and over again right now, and every single day. Nothing in my life could have been without your strife, Dad and Mom. You have been pillars of love, of support, of guidance in my life since the day I was born. You're both the epitome of the perfect parents. This, my accomplishment, what I have achieved today, is not only a sign of outstanding parents, but of a child who has been loved, spoiled, and treasured more than anything. Next, I would like to say thank you to the teachers who try to instill in us a passion for learning, to administrators such as the amazing Dina, who wanted to make our college experience as amazing as possible, to advisors who helped us decide what path to take, to friends who were there for pizza parties, for study sessions, and for everything between, and to all those others we depend on. Without you, without each other, there would be no purpose in being here, no way to advance. Life, like society, is exactly what we make of it. Thanks to all those loving, kind people I've met during my time in IDC, my concerns about both life and society are much smaller. If even half the people I encounter after I leave here are anything like my IDC cohorts, I know I'll have absolutely nothing to worry about. And so, Raphael Recanati, graduation class of 2016. I I invite you to put your hands together and yet again give yourself a round of applause. As loud as it can get. We did it! Finally! It is certainly a huge milestone. I'm sure most of us will remember this day, and if not the party that continues straight after this, for the rest of our lives. Sincerely, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Candice. And since Candice mentioned the Coatsons, I had the pleasure of spending an evening in their exquisite home in Johannesburg. One of these days I'll get out to the farm also and see all of those things that you grow there. Okay, and I've got to say about Candice that she really faced challenges, succeeded tremendously. And since Candice mentioned her parents, I would like all of the parents here to please rise. Please rise. All the parents, please rise. Okay? Please rise. All parents, please rise. I would now like, we're going to do a very, very complicated exercise right now. If you pass this exercise, you can actually end up getting your degrees. Okay? I'm going to ask all the students to stand up and face their parents and clap for them. I can't hear you clapping. I can't hear you. Main man. You're the man, main man. All right. How about a Jew from the San Fernando Valley? All right. So, you can all be seated, please. As the rabbi says in the congregation, be seated. Heard that before? Okay. So anyway, be seated. And actually, what I would like to do now, I would like to ask all of the dedicated team of the Raphael Recanati International School, which Ayal mentioned before, all of the dedicated team of the RS, please rise.
Yeah!
Okay. And of the general administration, under Kareem Katz, under Colonel Kareem Katz. Okay. I witnessed more than once how many of these members of staff touch the lives of many of these students, together with the professors. And I think that this is what makes IDC more special than other places, in that the students really are our partners. I just wanted to put a plug in that tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we're holding a brunch. And during that brunch, we'll have an opportunity for the parents and the students to sit together with the professors and have brunch together. And because you came all the way from overseas, we wanted to have a better opportunity to bond with you and single you out in a positive light, and not do it in a very, very general kind of way. And now, got to make sure I didn't leave anything out here. It is now my pleasure. We're going to now call out, actually, all the names of the various students, and they're going to be receiving their certificates on either side of the dais here. And I'm going to call on Stephanie Miller. Stephanie Miller is the Chief Recruiting Officer. Chief Recruiting Officer, the CRO, the Chief Recruiting Officer of IDC Herzliya. Born and raised in Paarl, and her father was a cooper. Does anyone know what a cooper is? It's a person who makes wine barrels, and ever since she was a little kid, she was drinking South African wine, which is why she's so nice. She's very mellow because of that wine. Okay? I would also like to call on Mimi Laufer. Mimi Laufer loves horses and four-wheel drive Jeeps and mountain bikes and God knows what else. She's going to be speaking from that side of the podium. Some of you have met her in Italy and Turkey. You've met her in Greece. You've met her in Hungary. You've met her in Austria. Who knows where else you're going to meet her? Okay? So, this is the last you're going to be hearing of me. So actually, yeah, this is it. So last you're going to be hearing of me tonight. We're going to hand out these certificates in a very nice, cool, calm, and collected way. I think I need to also ask the members of the faculty to rise and approach the dais, okay? And administrational folks, you're going to be reading out which ones? Okay, so on this side of the podium, on this side of the podium here is going to be communications. That side is going to be psychology, okay?
Business on this side.
And this side is also government, okay? And that side is business. Yaron Timor made it here. Let's have a hand for Yaron Timor. The one and only Yaron Timor. Okay, he's here. All right? Go for it with our new system of handing out certificates.
Go, Steph. Steph, go. I would like. Steph, go.
Will all the communication students please come and stand at the side over here?
And on this side, please, all the business students. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 5 seconds after we all saw the pictures. There are memes.
Guys, each time each one comes up, when you go down, we want to take a photo of you with your certificates. So open up your certificates and we'll see your name and what you got.
I will begin with the students who are graduating with honors by descending GPA. Summa cum laude, Candace Kotzen.
Summa cum laude, Grazielli Drahi.
Summa cum laude, Hila Hoffman.
Summa cum laude, Zachary Fagan.
Summa cum laude, Jana Maika Wagner.
Summa cum laude, Kyle Blank.
Summa cum laude, Doriel Mizrahi.
Summa cum laude, Daniel Brodner.
Summa cum laude, Betty Ilovi.
In the middle. Right here.
Summa cum laude, Helen Gelbach. Magna cum laude, Caroline Benedict.
Magna cum laude, Zoe Dayan.
Danielle, go away a little bit.
Magna cum laude, Daniel Silverberg.
Magna cum laude, Oli Gadot.
We continue with students graduating with cum laude honors by descending GPA.
לא, סליחה.
Cum laude נועה זר.
בבקשה, לא לעמוד פה.
Magna cum laude, Ronit Don. Magna cum laude, Rosalind Anna Perker.
Cum laude Camila Natalie Barrett.
Get closer. Official.
Magna cum laude, Jessica Solange Cohen.
Now you know our last. Alright. Excuse me.
Cum laude Omri Ilani.
Magna cum laude, Shiri Wasserman.
Cum laude Adina Gores.
Cum laude, Dana Khan.
Cum laude Ciel Goldovsky.
Cum laude, Amit Rose.
Cum laude Ilana Semama.
Thank you.
Cum laude Natalie Markovich.
Cum laude Itai Greenbaum.
Cum laude Omer Hasson.
Cum laude Samantha Israel Koloba.
Cum laude Rebecca Mandel.
Cum laude Daniel Eshed.
Cum laude Batya Michaela Leventhal.
Cum laude Alexandria Masya Sabitbul.
Cum laude Gan Laban.
Cum laude Uri Kesselman.
Cum laude Ida Teitelbaum.
Cum laude Ying Li.
Cum laude Michael Berinsky.
Cum laude Jonathan Yusufan.
Cum laude Tara Lefland.
And now I would like to invite the graduates by alphabetical order. Yuda Adams.
Doreen Abergel.
Okay.
Christina Eichner.
All right.
Yaakov Abergel.
Karen El-Kobi.
Daniel Amsalem.
Gal Amid.
Right here. I'm talking that thing.
Shirel Asaraf.
Tal Barkhana.
Kevin Asus.
Jose Manuel Bejar Brenes.
Valerie Bamberger.
Look at that Smith.
Tamara Benzaken.
Benjamin Bassar.
Abigail Berger-Best.
Daniel Nuriel Basali.
Dana Blazer.
אז לא פה.
Omer Ben Shach.
Kayla Blumenfeld.
Magna Benayoun.
Shani Blumenthal.
Judith Benishu. Katya Levitsky.
Jenna Lubelski.
Tzipora Madar.
Kelly Masarek.
Elizer Marciano.
Adam Maman.
Jessica Marciano.
Joshua Shai Manson.
Davis Moyer Miyuchas.
Ken Mikalovich.
Salim Mizrahi.
Daryl Mizrahi.
Simon Natoshvili.
Yarden Moravi.
Rachel Ochayon.
Levy Yitzchak Bayer.
Benjamin Omsky.
Liat Nathan.
Benjamin Oved.
Shalin Navon.
Adam Paolo.
Daniel Ovadia.
Victoria Rezadovova.
Daniel Paz.
Daniel Rocher.
Karen Pearl.
Sharon Rolfson.
Coral Pisek.
Adar Rosenberg Navo.
Nina
You
Pladwinski.
need to go back to your seat. No, like, there's no room. We have professional clothes up here, man.
One more picture. I'm sitting here.
Rivka Koliski.
No, we have professional
Lee
photos.
Saada.
Amit Ram.
Zachary Sabat.
Yes.
Nadav Rosen.
Ariel Salomon.
Natalie Rosenblatt.
Sonja Slonim.
Orin Shacham.
Daniel Schechter.
Yani Daniel Shama.
Nicole Schneider.
Gabrielle Sherman.
Gabrielle Siegel.
Ian Silverman.
Robert Sheena.
Alexandra Stern Rubenstein.
Quandrine Shukla.
Matilda Talent.
Antoine Sport.
Nissim Chaim Tarak.
Dominique Zulzbacher.
Natalie Twelsky.
Jonathan Svetsky.
Ocean Lowe Chanel Weber.
Fanny Tyler.
Shiri Heskel.
David Tiar.
Charlotte Zaka.
Adi Vidal.
Ari Zaytun.
Ron Zinn.
Aline Zaytuni.
Avi Bertenthal.
Gal Zuckerman.
Miriam Wilsport.
Dina Ziskin.
Nathaniel Chaim Ruben Zanzuri. Mazal Tov. He got married this week. Woohoo! Liron Zion. Last but not least.
Everybody, please go back to your places. We've still got 2 more schools to call up to the stage. We're not starting until everybody sits down and goes back to their places, please.
אני פתוח, כן. סבבה.
Okay, at this time I would like to call the parents to step back from the side of the stage so that the graduates can stand and get their degrees. So please, parents, move aside from the stage. Thank you.
We would like to call the government school to come here, please.
We would like to call the School of Psychology to come stand on this side in alphabetical order, please. Besides,
We're ready?
we will begin with the students who are graduating with honors by descending GPA. Summa cum laude, Michael Biederman.
Summa cum laude, Dan Verfreer.
Seniors, Joost Hansen.
Summa cum laude, Shai Shalvi.
Magna cum laude, Ariel Zagdansky.
Summa cum laude, Sophia Imat.
Magna cum laude, Tamir Shah.
Magna cum laude, Jasmine Segal. Woohoo, Jasmine.
Magna cum laude, Sapir Braun.
Magna cum laude, Samson.
Magna cum laude, Sarit Foreman.
Magna cum laude, David Moresco.
Magna cum laude, Elma Sifran.
Magna cum laude, Sarah Birnbaum. Magna cum laude, Julian Shukun. We continue with students graduating with cum laude honors by descending GPA. Cum laude Avi Cooperman.
Cum laude Julia Govinden.
Cum laude Amir Mizrahi.
Cum laude Jessica Markovic.
Cum laude Deborah Shmionovic. Cum laude Yael Sassoon. Cum laude Jonathan Sakun. Cum laude Shlomi Kopliansky. Cum laude Emma Isakovic. Cum laude Miley Rose. And now I'd like to invite the graduates by alphabetical order. David Abadi,
Daniel Ennis,
Benjamin Ely,
Aliza Askar,
Jonathan Alpert,
Nixan Abisar,
Roy Altuler,
Karen Gador,
Nimrod Arad,
Natalie Doyle Ben Shaul,
Jessica Aronovich,
Avia Chudakov,
Alexandra Baleno,
Arbel Devorah Libar Eckstein,
Jessica Barazani,
Jason Egypto,
Yaakov Ben Simon,
Leanne Elroy,
Moshe Biton,
Pinkas Fireman,
Ian Brown,
Casey Fletcher,
Ernesto Campos Valdez,
Dennis Gavish,
Karim Carmeli, Ilan Klein Besimek, Eliron Cohen, Alexander Davis,
Daniel Halbert,
Emmanuel de Benedetti,
Lisa Harroy,
Maxwell DeLong,
Zeli Hapsha,
Michael Isakovic,
Inbar Katz,
Brian Pisman,
Dahlia Campbell,
Shira Foreman,
Bar Levy Arif,
Gozena Gazarivsky,
Talia Levine,
Amalia Gershon,
Nadine Meshulam,
Gal Goldring, Charles Gordon.
Will everybody please go back to their seats? The people at the back can't see. Please go back to give other people a chance to also see.
Omri Hamama,
Lily Sharon Nias,
Charlotte Woodley, Hudali,
Eliana Neustadt,
Guy Ifrach Demetrio,
Veronica Noki Delas,
Rachel Jacob,
Laura Rappel,
Daniel Jacobson,
Ari Rubin,
Stephen Kasavich,
Elian Schlossberg,
Naomi Kakashuri, Ariel Klasner Stern,
Eva Schlossberg,
Ariel Korenblum,
Max Sedok,
Daniel Kovler,
Joshua Skirpe,
Nelly Krantz, Hannah Larson,
Elliot Spruce,
Yaniv Levy,
Joseph Snow,
Avi Lichtenstein,
Shirley Tuba,
Mario Marine,
Tal Safnat,
Yaniv Mason, Brian is here.
Harold Jonathan van Overkerk,
Ashniel Moore,
Shoshana Weinstein,
Niv Neuberger Naot,
Melissa Wolf,
Noi Nishun,
Yoni Yerupam,
Matan Oved,
Jordan Zohar,
Lucy Parnelli, Ariane Cynthia Piper, Daniel Rayner, Sean Sadek, Simi Angelic Shavit, Damion Shakudra, Yotam Sidner, Vinceza Sorrentino, Nicholas Sterler, Sterling Stratsky, parents back, Ryan Thies, Haley Vinceska, Yaakov Wolf, Uri Zeidenstein, Jonas Zolkin, and last but not least, Yael Tzur. Guys, cups and gowns, you give back here on your right or on your left. Stay over there, give back your cups and gowns. Thank you. Again, cups and gowns over here, don't go far. There, Shira.
Juna! Juna!
Open the diploma?
Yaeli!
We can throw the same.
This concludes our ceremony for this evening. Thank you very much for coming.
Finally.
Please return your gowns to the right of the stage. Thank you very much. Toda raba. Have a great evening.